Good morning, all of you. Myself, KVS Murthy, working as Assistant Professor in CSE Department, SRKR Engineering College. Formal Languages and Automata Theory. Today, I will explain about Mealy and Moore machines. Objectives: to study the concepts of the finite automata with outputs, and to design Mealy and Moore machines and the equivalence of Mealy and Moore machines. Finite automata with outputs. DFA and NFA are used to check whether the strings are accepted or not. They are not at all generating any outputs. A variation of finite automata in which outputs are generated are Moore and Mealy machines. In Moore machine, the output is always associating with a state, whereas in Mealy machine, the output is always associating with the transition. This is the definition of the Moore machine. A Moore machine can be defined as a 6-tuple M Q sigma delta lambda Q naught. Here Q is finite set of states, sigma is finite set of input symbols, delta is finite set of output symbols, delta is transition function, lambda is output function, and Q naught is initial states. Here the transition function can be defined as a Q cross sigma to Q. You can easily remember that this is the same transition function we are already used in DFA. That means for every for every state we have to apply every input symbol exactly once. Here the output function is a mapping from Q to delta. That means for every state there will be an output. This is the Moore machine design. Here we are designing a Moore machine to count number of bees in the given input string. For this problem, we have to take two states, Q0 with output 0, Q1 with output 1. Here, for every time a input symbol B is read, we move to the state Q1 whose output is 1. So, at the state Q0, if the symbol is B, we move to Q1. At the state Q1 also, if the symbol is B, we are at the same stage. Whenever the input symbol A is read, we move to the particular state Q0 whose output is 0. In such way, Moore machines can be designed. Here the input string is taken an example input string AB double AB. The output generated is 001 001. We can easily observe that the input string has 2 B's, so the output string is also having 2 ones. We can also observe that the output string length is 1 more than the input string length. This is always happening in Moore machines. Here is another example for the Moore machine. Here the Moore machine is to count the number of occurrences of AAB in the inputs. As usual, we have to take here 4 states with outputs 0, 0, 0 and 1. So when after reading A, B, we move to a state whose output is 1. For all the other states, the output will be 0. A, B. After reading AAB only, we move to the state whose output is 1, and we will make this as a DFA for the remaining cases. Here also, this is the input AAB double AB. The output will be 0001 001. Here also, the AAB appears 2 times in the inputs, so we have 2 ones in the outputs. Again, we can also observe that the output string length is 1 more than the input string length. This is always happening in Moore machines. Here is another example of Moore machine. Here the Moore machine is to determine the residue mod 3, means remainder after division with 3. This table shows the different binary numbers and the result after division with mod 3, after taking mod 3. So 0 mod 3 equal to 0, 1 mod 3 equal to 1, 1 0 mod 3 equal to 2, 1 1 mod 3 equal to 0, like this. Here we can easily observe that here there are 3 outputs, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, like that. These 3 outputs are always repeating. For the remaining binary numbers also, we will get only these outputs. So for these 3 outputs, we have to take 3 states, Q0, Q1 and Q2 with outputs 0, 1, 2 and connect the edges accordingly. So take the binary number 0, we have to get the result output 0. So we will connect it as a self edge. So take the symbol 1, 1 mod 3 will be 1. So we have to apply 1 here to move to a state whose output is 1. So Q0 to Q1 there will be an edge with there will be a transition with input symbol 1. Similarly 1 0 mod 3 equal to 2. So we connect like this, 1 0 the output will be 2. Like this, double 1 mod 3 equal to 0. First one and second one mod 3 equal to 0. That means we are ending with Q0, the output will be 0. In this way the Moore machine can be designed. Here suppose take the input string 1010 means 10 in the decimal. Suppose if you take mod 3 the result will be 1, so the output string is ending with 1. You can easily observe that the output string is ending with 1. If you take the input string 1111, take mod 3, then the result will be 0. So 1111, if you check it here, 11 and again 11, we end with Q0, so the output will be 0. The output is always ending with 0 for the string 1111. Here is another Moore machine example to count the number of times the substring AA appears in the inputs. Here we are going to count the number of times AA appears in the input. So we have to take 3 states here. So first A output will be 0, second A the output will be 1, and we make the remaining transitions accordingly to make it as a DFA. So whenever AA is read, we move to this particular state Q2 whose output is 1. Whenever the other symbols are read, we move to either Q0 or Q1 accordingly. If you take the input BAAB, the output will be like this, 4 zeros 1001. Here the number of ones in the output is equal to number of times AA appears in the inputs. This is the definition of the Mealy machine. A Mealy machine can be defined as Q sigma delta delta lambda Q naught. Here we have all the components of Moore machine, but there is a slight difference. The output function and the transition function are differ here. The transition function is a mapping from Q cross sigma to sigma, and the output function is a mapping from Q cross sigma to delta here. Earlier the output function is Q to delta, now the output function is Q cross sigma to delta. In that way Mealy machine is always depends upon the state and transitions. The output is always depends upon the state and inputs. That means transition. Here is an example of Mealy machine. Mealy machine which can give the output E or O according to the number of ones in the input string. So if the number of ones is even, the output should end with E. If the number of ones is odd, the output should end with O. Here you can take 2 states, one is Q0 and other one is Q1. If you apply the first one, the output will be O, means odd. If you apply the another one, the output will be E. In this way we can design the Mealy machine. To make it as a DFA, we have to add the 0 edges here and 0 edges here. Here the output will be E, 0 by E. Here the output will be O, 0 by O. If you take the input string, we can observe that this is the output string. Here in the Mealy machine, the input string length and output string length are same, whereas in the Moore machine the output string length is 1 high. This is another example in which here the Mealy machine transmits every B as it is and omits every second A. That means if you take this inputs, this is second A in the green color, this is second A in the green color. So we have to omit these A's. That means you are not at all going to generate any output after reading those. For the remaining characters, the output will be same as the inputs. That means here you can observe the edges between Q0 and Q1. First A, it is A only. For the second A, the output will be epsilon. B will be transmitted as it is here and B will be transmitted as it is here. So if you take this input string, you will get these outputs, and if you eliminate the epsilons, you will get these outputs. Here the input string length is not equal to the output string length because we are eliminating the second A's. Second A's are denoted in the green color here. Those are eliminated, but that means whenever we are reading those symbols, output is not at all generating. This is another important example for Mealy machine. Here the Mealy machine will give the output Y for the binary strings whose last 2 symbols are identical, and it will give the output N otherwise. Here we are considering we are taking three states, q0, q1 and q2. So here we are applying 0, that will give the output n, means first symbol it is the first symbol. So last two symbols identical. If the last two symbols are identical, the output will be y. Here it is the first symbol, so the output will be n. So if you read the second 0, the output will be y. Similarly, here if you read the 1, the output will be n. If you read another one, the output will be y. Here a 0 after 1 will give n results. A 1 after 0, we will get n results. In this way, the Mealy machine operates. If, for example, if you take the input string 001, the output ends with n. If you take the string 1000, the output ends with y. In the second case, the last two symbols are 00, means identical, so the output ends with y. Here, the last two symbols are not identical, so the output ends with n. In such way, this Mealy machine will operate. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.